Alright, welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm actually going to be using my favorite deck in Destined Rivals, which is Cynthia's Garchomp EX deck. I also got this deck from Little Dark Fury, so again, serious shoutouts to him. He makes some great decks. Hopefully over time I will be making my own, or making edits to make it a little bit more unique. But in the meantime, right now I'm just trying to climb the ladder, learn the game a little bit more. So Cynthia's Garchomp, for one energy you're doing 100 and you're drawing until you have 6 cards, which obviously as you can imagine, it performs as a great draw engine. And 260, for only 2 energy is also phenomenal. Of course, it doesn't have that, I guess, setback with discarding the energies, but between Crispin and other means, it has not come in the way a lot. This is of course paired with Roserade, which allows for 30 more damage on all Cynthia's Pokemon, including Spiritomb, which we'll get to in a second. And it does stack, so having 2 of these allows for 60 damage total being added to any attacks. We do have Spiritomb as a 1 prize attacker, with power weight being so broken. Cynthia's power weight adding 70 HP with no drawbacks to any of Cynthia's Pokemon. This goes up to 400. He could take a lot of damage. So with on top of it a free retreat. Honestly, this card is so stacked. This card is so stacked and it's so fun. So you retreat him with like 350 damage on him. Go to Spiritomb, one shot him with 350 or even potentially 410 if you have 2 Spiritombs up. 2 Roserades up. It's great. A spec is secret box just to get the cards in our hands if we really can get it. 2 Crispins. We have the monkey as well to move damage around just in case. It has helped a lot. Boss's Order, Team Rocket's Warehouse, Watchtower, whatever you call it, to really stop the Pidgeots and the Noctowls that are still kind of running rampant. Pidgeot more so than the other. We have Luminous Energy for Monkey Dory, for Roserade if it really comes down to it. It's always good to have at least 1, I would think. 2 Darkness Energies, 6 of these, and of course we have energy retrieval from the discard with Super Rod, with Night Stretcher. Yeah, this deck, and if you start with a good hand, you can just hit the ground running. To be honest with you, it just steamrolls. To be honest with you, it really does just steamroll. It is very fun. Of course, weaknesses can be grass decks, which are more common than I would think right now. I run into stuff like Toad School, of course, on Mega, Ogre Pawns, stuff like that, to be honest. But yeah, let's just hop straight into it. Alright, so we are going first. Shaman is not the ideal start, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure we do have a rescue board, so we could just get out of there if necessary, but kind of annoying. And it's looking to be a grass deck that we're going up against. I don't have an Arvin to get that rescue board, unfortunately. So I do have the Buddy Buddy. So I'm going first. So that's actually not the worst. I would hope for an energy or rescue board on my top deck, so I can just retreat into the Cleffa, hoping that it's not in my prize. Let's see what we get. Ultra Ball. Alright. That's not the worst. And we do run into a Hoothoot. So I'm going to save this to kind of surprise him with it. I do have the Cleffa. Now, it might not be the smartest thing to start with the Cleffa if I can get out, but at the same time, it's not like I can use her attack right now. Let me see what we have. We have only 1 Roselia and 1 Roserade. Alright, so we prized some cards that we need. We have enough Gibble. We definitely have enough Gibbles, enough Gabites and Garchomps. We do have our A spec, so I am gonna just do this for now. Next turn, I'm gonna be able to evolve and get that Roselia in here. I can Artisan as well, but right now that's unnecessary. And again, I don't want to really be helping him out. So let's see what's going on. What he's thinking to do, how he's gonna start. So considering that I seen grass, I'm assuming that it's an Ogre Pawn deck. Some variation. It could definitely be Raging Bolt as well. Raging Bolt's one of those decks that I don't like running into, to be completely honest with you. But it's definitely manageable, and I've played against it. Who is that? Alright, Slitherwing. That's interesting. I've actually never played against Slitherwing. Does 90 damage to itself. That's interesting. Okay, so it's looking like he's just going to retreat, and maybe this could... Oh. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. Cynthia's Power Way. Alright, so I'm not getting the cards that I need. I'm gonna just evolve him right away. I'm thinking of a way that I could potentially retreat him. And if I Ultra Ball, who can I get? Nobody that I really need. I'm actually gonna get another Gibble in here. It's looking like we're not attacking anytime soon. Actually, one thing I didn't check is to see how many energies that I have, which seems like I have all of them. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the Gibble up in here, and I do have the other power weight that I did see that. So this is not the worst case scenario, but again, we definitely do want to get an energy, really more than anything. I don't have any Pokemon that can retreat. I don't even know if there are cards that do that, but I'm just gonna end my turn here. See what he's really going for, because I've never seen a Slithering before. I'm not in Arceus rank just yet. The season did start relatively recently. I don't play as often as I would like to, of course, with work and everything. I've seen some comments in the last video about my presentation. Alright, so it's looking like this guy is new, to be honest with you. Maybe this won't be the most exciting game to play. Or he's just trying to evolve. I'm sorry, he's just trying to get rid of my guys, which is interesting. This can be a throw. Oh, no, this is definitely a throw. To be completely honest, so this is what I'm going to do. I want to get... Let me get another Gabite. I'm going to Iono. And before I do that, I want to just thin out my deck as much as I can. Get the cards that I need in play. I'll get the Roselia in here. Of course, I can go for a Garchomp. You know what? To be completely honest with you, this is looking to be the best play right now. Get that Garchomp in here. Thin out my deck. And though, to be honest with you, how this is looking, maybe I'm getting too arrogant, but it's looking like I'm not going to need too many cards to win this game. Let's see what's going on. Alright, I got all the energy in the world. I got another Garchomp as well. So, now of course this is not going to KO. And it's not going to give me any cards. But, again, let's just put on some pressure. Worst case scenario, I can Monkey. I was thinking about putting Artisan up to get the Monkey in. But again, I don't want to put him in a position where he can just start shooting things out. Alright, Jamming Tower, not so bad. Again, we definitely do have, you know, stadiums that we could use it ourselves. So, he's just going for damage. This is interesting. To be honest, I've never seen somebody really play like this. There's the rescue board. Where was it earlier? Regardless, I think I'm going to get an... Oh, oof. I'll get another Gibble in there. I forgot that we don't have another Roselia. That's just a complete misplay on my part. What I'm going to go for here is I'm actually going to give him the card. I don't want to evolve this just yet. And I don't want to use his ability to hold a card down. I do want to draw right now. I think that's what I'm going to do. I could have also gotten the Roserade, but that's not really necessary right now. And with this next turn, I could Gabite into another Gabite, and that new Gabite will get me a Roserade for sure. This gets one shot with the Roserade in play. So this is not the most exciting match, unfortunately. Latios may be slightly annoying, but I think unless he's looking for a card, I'm not even sure what his deck is really about. I mean, maybe this will show us. Let's see. I could be judging too soon right now, because if you've seen the last video, I got washed. It wasn't the best deck in the world, but I still got washed. Alright. So there's the Ogre Pawn. And I don't have Boss's Order, because even though I did get rid of my other energy... Oh, no, he's just... Alright, he's hitting the ground running right now. He's finally getting online. And there's the Crispin. So what I could do is... I mean, of course I can just get rid of the Fez. But if I get a Boss's Order, to be honest with you, I would look to get rid of the Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt can be dangerous. Of course, he is powered up by the Ogre Pawns. Which, yep, there he starts. So right now, it's what, 70 times each energy? I don't know why it does that. Can I read? No, I cannot. Does this KO? No, it doesn't KO. Unless he gets another... Oh, no, it might KO. 280 plus... Yep, damn. I'm regretting the Night Stretcher right now. It does seem to be a good thing that I attach an energy to him as opposed to putting it both on this Garchomp. Now, I can get another energy with the potential Iono. Yeah. But he kind of all in on that, which allows me to use Night Stretcher, Counter Catcher as well if I really need to. Honestly, I'm looking to get rid of the Latias. He is in a decent position though. Unless you know, if he has a bunch of grass energies, which I've definitely seen, and I got a Crispin, so this is actually not looking to be so bad. I'm gonna give myself another Gabite. Even though I don't need the extra damage with from the Roserade to KO this guy, I think it's still, obviously, you know, thinning out the deck is the best thing to do, and just having that pressure is always great as well. So I was thinking about Ionoing to kind of lessening his hand, but at the same time, I think Crispin is just, yeah, give me that. Of course, both of my darkness over here, so I can't really attach. Yeah, I think this is the best case scenario. Get rid of him, and now he doesn't really have anybody to pressure. Of course, Ogerpon is a problem. Don't get me wrong. Ogerpon is a huge problem. But it's gonna take a couple turns to get him set up, unless he has like energy switch and 2-3 grass energies in his hand. Which, listen, that is possible. That is possible. I did get my Spiritomb. Can be pretty useful here. There's area 0. And of course, Fez is just, will always be Fez. Fez is such a great card. Another Ogerpon, wow. So this can be scary. Listen, I talked my shit in the beginning. Now it's looking a little rough for me. Oh god. Alright, on the bright side, I don't think he can attack me just yet. Unless he has the energy switch, which I don't always see on this deck. I've seen it a couple of times, but I don't always see it. And he's just drawing, you know what I mean? He's just getting everything out. I am also, see, I played way too cocky. I have 3 energies in here. I got rid of some of my retrieval tools. Blood Moon is interesting. That gives me a way too KO with honestly just 100. Maybe put a little bit of pressure. I'm thankful that I put this Gabite up here. If I could get a boss's order and get rid of, see if I get rid of Fez, he does 240 for free. Getting rid of boss is interesting. Now, I didn't get my use out of the Cleffa, and it might put me in a bad position if he does get another boss. Oh god, I hate this card. Fresser's Vitality is just insane. To me, it's so broken. You know, of course you can only use it with ancient cards, but at the same time, like, there's not really a lot of varieties in decks, meaning like you're not going to have an ancient card and a future card. It's all going to be ancient anyway. It's just so stupid to me. I don't like that card. And he can potentially just one-shot here. He really can just... Yep. Well, there that goes. On the bright side, he doesn't have... I don't have energy on him. And he's going to have to get rid of 5 cards from his bench. From his Pokemon in general, to be honest. So... Look, I'm in a bad position, but it's definitely still winnable. And he ran through a lot of his cards, and I'm sure that he has superior energy retrieval. Just get pull 4 out. So if I can, I think Ionoing might be the play here. Yeah, I think Ionoing is the play here. Leave only 1 card in his hand. Of course, he does have Fez, which I don't think I'm gonna be knocking anybody out. If I can knock somebody out, I'll probably go for the Fez if I get boss's order. But if I'm going to Iono, of course, I can't boss's order at the same time. I'm getting Secret Box. So first things first, I'm definitely going to get my Garchomp. This is interesting. I'm going to put him up. So I'm thinking about Secret Boxing, getting Crispin, getting rid of this, of course. But Crispin isn't really going to help me. I think Iono is definitely the best play. So what I'm going to do here is I'll Secret Box. This might be a throw, just like I threw the others. I might need it on him. Maybe, but again, if he's up there, he's going to get KO'd anyways. I'll get rid of... Oh, no. I don't need Buddy. Give me boss. Even though I am looking to... Iono. But let me get this. Let me get the power weight. Actually, forget boss. I completely forgot about counter catcher. Oh, I don't know why I just did that. Forget boss. Is there anyone else that's gonna help me? No, not really. This is all I need right now. For whatever, this actually also hinders the Ursaluna tremendously, and he has to get rid of a decent amount of cards. I think he's just gonna, of course, leave the Ogerpons there. I am still gonna want to Iono. Unfortunately, I don't have any cards in my deck that allow me to draw energy. Unless listen, sometimes I don't know what I've been doing. I'm gonna get rid of the Fez, and then I'm gonna Iono, because this really does leave him limited. If that one card is the grass energy that he has, or superior, oh, he can't even use that. This is phenomenal. No, this is great, actually. So he does get one shot because of his weakness plus Roserade, and I get a full hand from this. So to be honest with you, I got extremely lucky there. That's pretty fantastic. Raging Bull's so crazy because he just starts steamrolling. There's my other Roselia, and unfortunately my Roserade is in there, but it wasn't really needed. Now if he blanks out the way I do, maybe he'll put Ursulune up there thinking he can just one. Oh wait, is that a throw? I think he just threw. I mean, of course he couldn't one shot. He couldn't one shot me. He's gonna bring the Fez back. Oh no, he's gonna bring an energy back. Yeah, no. Colorless types have no ability, meaning he needs 5 whole energy just to do 240. If he had Raging Bolt up here, oh, I'm stupid. He has Latias up. He could just retreat. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I completely see. I'm going nuts right now. So I did see comments in the last video about just my presentation, which, holy shit. Which I definitely agree with. I do stumble upon my words a lot. To be honest, thinking and talking and playing all at once is much harder than I thought. Of course, I watch YouTubers like Little Dark Fury, who I've mentioned many times now. They do such a good job, and I enjoy this game so much. I was like, let me try it out. Oh, this is, yep. That is GG, my friends. Unfortunately, the first game was an L. I did get way too cocky in the beginning. I'll look back into it, see how I could have played that differently. Now, of course, just throwing a bunch of my stuff away that I needed. Well, I don't know if that was really a throw per se, because it didn't really... Like, I didn't get stuck because of that. Completely unfortunate. Alright, game 2. I am losing coin flips left and right, unfortunately for myself, but this isn't a horrible place to start, especially if I'm going first, because I get Gabite. Oh, it's looking to be a grass deck. Combi. I've actually never seen this before. This is interesting. I'm just gonna honestly just go straight into it, really. Artisan could be pretty good. I do have Monkey over here. I'm thinking of Artisaning a Cleffa in, but I don't have any way of retreating, so I'm just gonna let him go from there. What does heal 20 damage? I've never seen a Vespiquen deck. To be honest with you, I never even knew Vespiquen was in this rotation. He does have the buddy, so let's see what we're going up against. This is definitely a first for me. Is this like a sweet relay type of situation? I know in TCG Pocket that's a thing right now. With these cutesy little Pokemon, that is looking to be what I'm fighting when we're going up against. Very curious, actually. Very curious. If I lose against like against an experimental deck, I'm gonna be pretty tight. But let's see what we could do. If I don't get anything, I could just Gabite into an Iono. I am thinking of putting Monkey up immediately, which we can use. We have the space to spare. There's nobody that I really need. I also have to see how many. Ooh. I have to see how many which cards have been prized. This could be quite worrisome. Bouncer evolves into Serena, right? It could be a Terra Serena deck, which is not the worst case scenario, because again, I do have the Monkey. And of course I can't TM Evolution. What are we working with here? All right, so I think it's looking to be a Terra Serena deck, and there goes both of my Monkeys. To be honest with you, I'm gonna put them both up because this is a damage counter deck. I'm not sure what Vanillite does, so I'm gonna put the Roselia down. I do have both of my Roserates. Actually, I'm gonna put another Gibble down, so I could just have 2 Gabites and have them move in. I'm just gonna Iono here. I know, of course, I am giving him more cards, which can be harmful to me, and I still did not get an energy. I do get the Roselia though, and I do have another Gabite, which is pretty nice. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I'm just gonna go for the other Roselia. Maybe this will put pressure onto him. Again, I'm pretty annoyed that I don't have energy. I do have Crispin for the next turn. Put Darkness on Monkey, give him a fighting energy, and kind of just start going ham on him. If he doesn't pull anything crazy out right now, that would be a pretty good situation for me. But at the same time, no, I don't think he can one-shot me. Even if he gets the Serena up, and she does what? 40, 80 times 2, 160. Best case scenario for him, doesn't even KO me just yet. And of course, I'm not expecting like a Frostlass right now, and he doesn't even have a Snorunt up. I'm just running through worst case scenarios in my head. And he doesn't pull anything with Artisan, so it doesn't seem to be a bad thing that I played that. I'm still not too sure about what I'm going up against. But my board state is actually pretty fantastic right now. Hopefully I didn't prize, both of my Darkness energies. That would be actually really bad. And I didn't even go through my deck. I should have went through my deck. And by the way, if you guys notice cuts in the video, when there's dead space or when I'm waiting for him to do something, or if I'm just thinking quietly, I don't think you guys need to, sit through that. I just make it for the flow to be better. Now, of course, it can be like kind of intrusive at times, which I understand can be annoying as a viewer, but I'd rather have that until I figure out a smoother way to do it, or maybe until I improve, rather than, just sitting there watching my mouse on the screen without hearing anything. Like right now, usually I wouldn't speak and just wait for him to Arvin. Doesn't get a tool, which is interesting. But yeah, I did want to get that out there. If you guys have any ideas of like good ways to really fill in that gap, of course I can go through my thinking process, but sometimes I throw myself off when I talk too much. I just start rambling and I lose my train of thought. So yeah, again, any suggestions would be very helpful. He just went straight for the Vanillux, which, does he have a rare candy? He does have a rare candy, so let's see what this Vanillux does. Again, these cards I've never really seen before. Your opponent's Pokemon have 40. Oh, alright. So it's definitely a Terra Serena card. That's interesting. But again, the monkey will help me in this situation. Well, oh no. Please tell me that's not my only Darkness energy. Okay, it's not. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, he gets fighting. He gets Darkness. And then I can also Darkness energy this Monkey Dory right after. Honestly, no, I was gonna say 2 Roserade sounds pretty nice, but of course I need my Garchomp to really start putting pressure on him. So I get 1 Roserade here. And now he's gonna have to, of course, respond. So he's going to have to find a way to get a Serena. Now, he is going to have the Fez because I am looking to knock out the Combi. Unfortunately, I didn't get a boss's order, which wouldn't have worked because I used the Crispin. Regardless, I could also Ultra Ball for the Roserade and draw more cards, which that's exactly what I'm going to do. Do I need the Arvin? I could go for the other Power Weight for the Gabite, but I'm drawing 5 cards here. So, 5 cards here. So that's what I'm going to do. Give me the other Roserade, and I'm actually pretty thankful that I didn't get the Cleffa in play. And of course, next turn I can get the Gabite. And yeah, now he's gonna have to respond to this. Okay, not really the best draws, unfortunately for myself. There goes the Shaman, which I think it is pretty helpful against Serena. I haven't played against Serena in a minute, so I really don't know. I know she has an attack where you have a certain amount of health left. But I forgot, I think it's 60 health or maybe 40. Maybe it synergizes perfectly with this. It might be 60 though. And I'm not sure if she can attack Mons on the bench. So we're going to have to see how that goes. It's looking like he's just sacking Mons. Which if I can find a way to get a boss's order, maybe I can even get... Oh, see? There you go. I should have kept the Arvin and got a secret box for the boss's order. Get rid of the Fez and kind of put even more pressure onto him and kind of just snowball him from there. But yeah, so I'm assuming he's just looking for his Serena right now, thinning out the deck and everything. Now he doesn't have any other means of drawing. This card is pretty interesting actually. Maybe with a Frostlass this would be pretty nice. And he's just... He can't find it. I don't know what he's looking for. He's going through card after card. It could be just thinning his deck, don't get me wrong. But this is interesting. Because, I mean, that was already in his hand, so he's not really thinning his deck by playing both of those from his hand. I think he's just in a really bad position. I am going to give this to the Gabite. And I'm going to get me another Garchomp. And oh, wait a second. I have, what, 3 Garchomps in this deck? That's insane. I have like 8 cards in my hand, so it's not like this is harming me in any way. But that's kind of ridiculous. I didn't even pay attention to that. That's wild. So if he gets rid of this Garchomp, I could be in a horrible position. Unless, well, chances, well, not chance. 2 out of 5, almost 50% chance of me getting a Garchomp here. Boom. There you go. Alright, but that's actually kind of wild. But now, yeah, I was going to say, now he has to get rid of the Fez. His whole foundation are these 2 cards. Unfortunately for him, he can get a Serena down. But even if he does, I don't imagine that he could do much. I know I said I was going to play the Darkness onto him. I don't know why I didn't, but hopefully that doesn't end up biting me in the butt. Let's see what he's looking for. And even, yeah, he has all these cards, but he's not pulling nothing out of his deck. He didn't pull no tool from the Arvin. Oh, there's the De-Evolution, which is fine. I did a rare candy. De-Evolution plus Serena can be very, very scary, though. Don't get me wrong. Especially with my power weight, that'll put a lot of damage onto me. And unfortunately, I'm also not getting my boss's orders, so I'm not drawing the absolute best. But of course, look at the state of my deck and my hand. I can't really complain. Okay, Earthen Vessel. I'm not sure how energy could help him out. And of course, Fez gets one shot with his weakness and my Roserades. So I'm not really too sure what he's looking for. He gets his grass energy. If I get an Iono, that's also not the worst case scenario. He does have a lot of cards in his hand, and he seems to not have a means of finding cards from his deck. I was gonna say, does he not have an Ultra Ball? He does have the Ultra Ball now. So I think that putting that energy on the Gabite is actually pretty good. If he finds a way to get rid of this Garchomp. Again, Serena's not built to kill. She's built to put a lot of damage counters all at once. Okay, there's the Serena. And I can still one-shot him with my 260 plus 60. My Draconic Buster. I gotta learn the names too so I can be more smooth in commentary. But I can one-shot. Like, you know, I'm not really too pressed about this. Of course, let me see what it was. 180, whatever, put down until the HP is 30. But again, of course, it can be scary with him in play, but that's what Monkey's here for. That's why I played both Monkeys. So I'm not too worried right now. This is not looking to be the worst case scenario. I was gonna say, I did realize I am weak to grass, but of course this doesn't check weaknesses, considering it's putting a set amount of damage counters. Now, if he finds a way to get like, not that won't help. I was thinking about Jamming Tower, but of course he would have to play Jamming Tower first, which still puts him in the same position of me having only 30 HP remaining. And even if for whatever reason I wouldn't be able to knock him out, I do have another Garchomp chilling there. I'm sorry if I had no way to attack through his ability, but I do. Again, I'm just going through my thoughts. All right. So yeah, he's gonna do 370, which, don't get me wrong, is a lot. And we did see that TMD evolution, so that is still gonna be a problem. Unfortunately for myself, with the de-evolution, I am probably going to get knocked out over here. And I'm still not going to be able to put this onto him, just so I can guarantee the one-shot. Give me the Garchomp. I am going to put Team Rocket's Warehouse, Watchtower. I keep calling it Warehouse. The Watchtower, just in case he, I don't want him to get any more bounce reach or anything like that. Crispin is not going to be able to help me, so we're just going to go for the damage. And again, what's fantastic about Garchomp is I have a free retreat. So even if he doesn't knock me out, I'm not stuck. I do have the other Garchomp, and I can just start swinging for 160, which does one-shot both of the Mons on the bench. So I'm looking to be in a fantastic position. I don't see how I could lose this with all 6 of his prizes still remaining. I mean, this is looking to be a concede, to be honest with you. I don't even think he has any water energy. Did we see water energy? I don't think so. And even then, 110. Oh, of course not. 110 can't kill it. Maybe if he has Crispin. Interesting. I think he's pretty desperate, but again, we've seen how the last game had gone. I got too cocky too quick. So I'm not going to say anything just yet. He's still going to have to find a way to draw those. Of course, he does have Fez. Alright. He gets a Bounce Sweet in there. Maybe if he has a rare candy, or he could still TM de-evolution, which, never mind. I was about to say, he can still de-evolve me and get me knocked out. But I'm looking to be I'm looking to be in a great position right now. I don't see a way that I could lose this. Of course, I won't get cocky. Best case scenario. Ooh, wait. But he just timed out his turn. He just played Gravity Mountain, and that's about it. So it's looking to be GG. I'm not even pressed right now. What I could do is just get the other monkey's energy on, just in case he stays. Of course, if he does, just try to time out. Oh no, he's here. And I can just KO with Garchomp, and that is GG. So this is looking to be an experimental deck. I've seen Serena before, but never in that way. So definitely credit to my opponent for trying something new. Again, of course, as time goes by, I definitely will try funner decks, just like the Tyranitar Ampharos one. But yeah, that's it. GG to the opponent. Unfortunate draws. Maybe he got a bunch of stuff prized, and that's why he was going through his cards, but that's it. We finally won a coin flip, and I opted to go second, hoping that I can get a Cleffa. Man, I'm just so sick of these Shaman starts. This is actually insane, man. This is genuinely insane. We're playing against the Charizard, which it's not bad. It's not a bad matchup, because Charizard can max out only at 330, and that's when I have 5 prize cards taken, which does not one-shot Garchomp with the power weight. And I do have the Darkness Energy plus Buddy Buddy to retreat the Shaman into a Cleffa. So again, not worst case scenario. I do also have the Iono when my hand starts to thin out. Let's see how he wants to play. And if he has the Pidgeot, which I'm assuming he does, most Charizards do, unless it's a Charizard Dragapult deck, I do have the Watchtower that can really hinder him. Crossing my fingers, of course, that it's not prize. He just hops right into the Charizard, which makes me think that he has a rare candy, because he didn't go for the Charmeleon, unless he has the Charmeleon in hand as well. But I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna risk that. Excuse me. So I am gonna Iono. Let me just see what I'm working with. Only one Roselia. 0. Oh no, I have monkeys are not buddy buddy. 2 monkeys, 2 Roserades, but it doesn't matter because I only have 1 Roselia. Let's see what else. We got the secret box, both powers. We do have the Watchtower, and all right. So a pretty decent place to start. Again, I don't want to risk the Charizard just evolving on me immediately, so that might have been slightly a throw in case I get rescue board here, which I didn't check if I had the rescue board. But regardless, sometimes that's crazy. Sometimes you just speak things into existence. I'm gonna go for the Roselia. I'm not gonna play the rescue board, because if I get Night Stretcher, I can just bring that back, and I'm not looking to play Monkey immediately. And just looking at the state of my hand, to be honest, what I should have definitely done was TM evolve the 2 Gigabytes and just start smoking him. Huge misplay there. But worst case scenario, I could do it next turn with Cleffa. I mean, there's the Gigabyte, so that's not the worst. Still kind of annoyed because that would have put a lot of pressure on him, and then getting rid of his Charizard was pretty good on my part. But I think we would have, even just that one simple misplay, I think that made a huge difference. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt too much. Let's see what he's going for. He's definitely going probably for like a Buddy Buddy or something. Get other Charmanders, potentially a Pidgey in here. Rare candy and Max Belt. Max Belt can be scary, but again, Garchomp still does not get one shot in his best case scenario of me having 1 prize card left. He still has the that is so insane. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Damn, that TM Evolution misplay looking to be a little rough. Looking to be just a little rough right now. What I can do though is evolve the Gigabyte. When he knocks out my Cleffa, this is what's about to happen. I think I'm still in a decent position. I'm gonna put Shaman up. It's alright if Shaman gets knocked out. I'm gonna evolve the Gabite. I'm gonna get myself another Gabite. How many Garchomps do I have? I have all 3 Garchomps. I can potentially even play my other Gibble, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, that's... I don't have the other Roselia. Of course, I'm gonna leave my Spiritomb as a surprise. I'm gonna evolve the Roselia as well. This is 2 energy that I'm wasting on Shaman so far. But I think this is my best course of action. I can Artisan, but I don't want to put him in a good position. So what I'm gonna... Ionoing is scary because if I get the Garchomps in my hand, I won't be able to evolve them. But regardless, fuck it. We want to just... We want to lower his chances, right? Oh my lord, are you kidding me? That's both times that I've said it and it happened. I do have one more Garchomp. That's actually insane. Holy, oh my lord. Whatever, I'm gonna evolve these 2. I'm gonna get the other Gabite. Isn't that insane? Again, it doesn't put me in a horrible position, but just calling it out twice in a row is insane. So we say goodbye to Shaman here. Even if he max belts again, he's only doing, what, 230 to me. I didn't get a monkey. I can Arvin for... I was going to say Ultra Ball, Super Rod, but you can't do both. So there's the Artisan. I can also get a secret box. But then what would I get rid of, right? Because I need, of course, I need energy to attack. I need both Garchomps. I need Arvin. I can get rid of Arvin, but I need Arvin to get the secret box. What am I talking about? And buddy. If I Arvin get the secret box, I could potentially get rid of one of these, get a Super Rod, get all the energy back. We'll see. We'll see how he's playing right now. So what I need, so I can't one-shot him either, because I only have one Roserade in my deck in general. And this will do 290 max. So of course I'm just gonna do the 130 and then maybe potentially KO after. And I don't have anybody that I want to Gabite for. So what I'm gonna do actually is, let me see if there's anyone that I could get rid of if I use the secret box. I can get rid of Gibble. I don't want to get rid of any of the Garchomps, to be honest with you, because I do want to just be safe. So I'm gonna secret box, and I'm gonna get rid of the Power Glass as one of the items, because honestly I think Power Glass is the most replaceable item here. If you don't know, it's just if you have it in your active, you just get an energy from the bench, which again has not been useful. If I was to replace one card, it would be that card from the deck, but at the same time it makes for great fodder with this. So I'm just gonna get rid of this, and that, and that works out perfect. I'm gonna keep the rescue board in case I need to, in case the Roserade gets forced in. I'm gonna get the Watchtower here. There's the Pidgey that I was worried about, and hopefully he only has one item. Supporter, do I have another Darkness Energy? I do have another darkness. I do have one Darkness Energy. So I'm gonna Crispin. Before I put this up, I'm gonna Artisan Monkey in. Yeah, I think that's best. I think that's the best plan. I'm gonna get this, and I'll get the Counter Catcher. So Repska is not a problem because I don't have any mons that can harm the deck. I can't Crispin anyways right now. So, oh, the item I wanted was a Super Rod. Holy, the timer really got me messed up a little bit. But anyways, I'm a monkey anyways, and start putting pressure on his Pidgey with the damage counters. Just evolve this guy. I'm gonna keep one Gabite just in case I do end up getting the Roselia. I was thinking about attacking the Raylor, but okay, that's pretty good. So I won't even need to Crispin. Actually, no, I don't need to Crispin because I do want to knock him out. This way, even if he has a rare candy for the Pidgeot, I'm fine. I'm in a decent position. Of course, he has no ability. Let's see what he's looking for. Maybe he's getting the max bot again, but I mean, I sound like a broken record at this point. He's only doing 280 to me. 230? He's 230 to me. I didn't knock nobody out just yet. There's the buddy. He's probably going to be looking for more Charmanders, which is alright. That's alright. let's see. I'm also wondering for the background over here, how come sometimes it changes to their types and sometimes it just sticks to mine? Am I bugging? Or is it only when a Pokemon is played? There goes the Cleffa, which is pretty interesting because that gives me a free KO, which could be bait on his end. You know, this is why TCG is honestly fantastic. It really is. There's so much strategy to it. And another thing that I like is any card could be meta just depending on how they print it. It's not like the actual VGC, where if a mon is good, it's good. Of course, there's different metas and whatever, but okay. He does waste that on the Pidgeot. He could also retreat into the Pidgeot. Okay, so there's the 180. He's opting to not use the max belt. Pretty interesting. Again, Charmander is scary, and he does have this as an attacker, and he can discard the Watchtower. But if he does discard the Watchtower, oh no, I can't one-shot because I don't have the other Roserade. Interesting. So I'm gonna Night Stretcher. Excuse me, I don't know what that was. I'm gonna Night Stretcher. Get this here. Oh, wait. Crispin. Oh my god, I almost blanked out there. I almost blanked out completely there. So go ahead, take that. And you can take this energy. And then we simply... I don't know if I want to KO the Cleffa. I don't think I want to KO Cleffa just yet. I'm going to put on the Pidgeot so I can one-shot in this state that I'm in without another Roserade. I will give this to Garchomp. Yeah. And I'm just gonna... Boom, there you go. So... I had a huge brain fart by night stretching that energy instead of a fighting energy. Honestly, there's a lot going on right now in my head. I'm sorry. So, I'm assuming he's gonna want to get rid of the Watchtower. That will be a problem because I cannot one-shot him anymore. What I can start doing is pressuring the other Charmander by putting the damage counters on it, because once I get 2 energy on the Garchomp, I can one-shot the Pidgeot. I don't assume that he has a monkey in this deck. You know, obviously if he stays in, which he could Cleffa actually. Nope. He put them. I didn't even realize he put the max belt on the Pidgeot. Wow, I didn't catch that. Alright, so if I can find a way, which is just not possible. I was gonna say, if I can find a way to get 2 energy, which on the Garchomp, which is not possible. Even with the Crispin, it's not possible because he has one of the Darkness energy and I don't have any other different types of energy. So I'm just gonna start pressuring the Charmander here. And then I'm gonna retreat into this Garchomp. And now, of course, he can look for whatever card that he wants, which may be problematic. To be honest, this might not be the smartest play, but I do want to start thinning out my hand so I can get that... What was I looking for? So I can get Crispin, potentially. I'll Super Rod. I need energy cards. I do have another Crispin and 2 of those. So yeah, I think this is a decent play. Just give me the energy. I didn't want nobody else. Okay. And now I could just attack for 100. I'm also thinking maybe I should have put the 30 on the Pidgeot so I can KO with another Corkscrew Drive. Plus another monkey, of course. That might have been a throw on my end. Now he's probably going to look to set up the other Charizard, which of course can be problematic, but keep in mind I do still have my Spiritomb, which maybe I could have brought in with the Gabite before evolving it, but at the same time, again, I just don't want to have bait on the board for him to really switch in and potentially, you know, win that game off of 1 prize. So I think it's alright to have it in the back. And I only have 16 cards left, so drawing it, the chances of drawing it are just getting higher and higher. If he finds a way to knock anybody out right now, that's fine, because I have Counter Catcher. That's fine. He's probably going to get rid of the... He's probably going to get rid of the monkey. Now, does max spell get everybody or just EX? EX. Alright. That's fine. I'm not too pressed about this. Now, it is a little scary because... Oof, wait. Because I can't use monkey here. But I also do one shot here as well. There's the Crispin, which I do not need anymore. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get the Spiritomb for added pressure. I was originally gonna get the monkey just to kind of put that out there, but I kind of want the added pressure. And to be completely honest with you, I'm gonna get rid of the Charmander. Because Pidgeot does not do a lot of damage anyways. I'm gonna... I'm gonna put this on this Garchomp. Just again, I really want to have that pressure consistently there. This can be very slightly scary because I am running out of cards, but I just don't think it'll get to it. I do have the Pidgeot that I can get rid of, and I didn't use Boss's Order just yet. I didn't use any Boss's Order just yet. So... I can get rid of him if necessary. Of course, he can just pull another card. But again, now I'm certain there's no Charizard. And I can definitely one-shot with Tectonic Drive. Wow, I can... I really just swinged that. But Draconic Buster. Another Charmander. Alright. So Charizard cannot one-shot. But at the same time... Oh, I just realized I got the other Roserade. But at the same time, it can be kind of scary because if he attacks me right now with Pidgeot, then Charizard will definitely knock me out. This is what he's going for, a Fez? Mew. Alright. So, I'm not sure what the purpose of the Mew is. That does give me just another EX to kind of KO and get what I need in the worst case scenario. No, I just won. See, this is what I was talking about with the Spiritomb as well. I just realized. So I can just get rid of the Cleffa. This is why, again, it's scary to have Mons on the board just in case, especially these low HP Mons, because they can just cause you the game. Sometimes they're just free prizes. Oh god, that was embarrassing. I said I just got the Roserade. Whoops. Anyways, so their Pidgeot goes, and that's the game. That is the game. Wow. Honestly, pretty well played by my opponent. I think I played it pretty nice too. Getting rid of the Charmander. So yeah, there it is. That's the Garchomp deck. Again, my favorite deck in the game. Of course, that first game looked pretty rough. I hope you guys watched it till the end so I can actually show the power level of the Mon. If there's any changes that you guys would make to the deck, I'd definitely love to hear it. Again, to be honest with you, I get a lot of my decks, or basically all of my decks, from one, Little Dark Fury. I'm going to keep shouting him out because I think he's a fantastic player. And two, just from online forums. Like, I'll be going through Reddit and stuff to get some decks. But any suggestions, I would love to play different decks. Of course, you guys can see I have a variety over here, which we can look into in another video. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. So if you have any suggestions, honestly, even criticism would be fantastic, so I can continue to grow, continue to get better, because that's the ultimate goal. I am looking to be here for a while. Pokemon videos in general, not just TCG, but TCG right now I'm having so much fun with it, so these videos are just so fun to make. But again, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.